Hi there, TriggerMeister here. I'm going to do a follow-up review on the Karri's Gun Kilo Mike 10.5 inch AR-15 pistol kit. So I did the first review a couple of weeks ago when I first got the kit. I love it. It's a great kit. I had one malfunction and I haven't had a malfunction since, and that was a failure to eject. So as I said on the previous video, sometimes the guns with really high cycle rates, they have a problem extracting, and and like I said, I have not had an issue since that happened. However, there is something that's cheap insurance, and that is the if it's from Brownells, it's a extra power extractor spring, and this supposedly is the fix. So you can see that there's only two left in there. I obviously already used one of them, and I think it's cheap insurance. I haven't had a problem with the gun since, but like I said, we're gonna go ahead and swap it out anyways. So first off, let's start with the safety glasses. Safety check the gun. Gun's clear. All right. The other thing that I'm really impressed with the Karri's Guns kit is these pins, and actually they have these little divots on here, so you don't really have to worry about slipping or off. And I think it's a great add-on for a really reasonable kit. So let's get the bolt out, or the BCG, the bolt carrier group. We start by pulling this cotter pin out. Next thing comes the firing pin. Then we got to push this back, rotate this, pull the bolt out. Now you got the bolt out. The extractor spring is right underneath here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this pin out to get to the extractor pin, and basically the entire extractor assembly comes off. So wow, that came out really easy. Sometimes they're in there a little bit harder. So here we go. Okay. Well, there are two ways to fix, well, not necessarily fix, but maybe try to prevent extraction issues on an AR or an M16 with high cycle rates. One of them is the extra power extractor spring, and then the other is this little O-ring right here that you can see on top of it. So looks like, I mean, a great quality kit, because it already had the O-ring in there. Normally you don't have this in standard bolts. So generally all you get is the spring with the rubber inside of it. So that's a bonus. Like I said, I'm highly impressed by the kit. I'm halfway thinking about just putting it back together and letting it be, because like I said, I haven't had an issue since. You know what? I'll continue the swap just to try it out. So here you can see the difference. So the extra heavy extractor spring is longer, thicker, and the standard is thinner. And like I said, I'm super impressed that Karri's Guns actually, there's one of two methods, and this is one of them, and this is the other one of them, depending on who you trust on the internet. Some people love this method, other people swear by this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the swap. I'm halfway tempted just to put this back in there. Like I said, I haven't had any issues since. But I'm just gonna continue to swap for the video, and I might swap it back at a later time. So here we go. All right. So next thing we want to do is put the heavy duty extractor spring in. Alright. I'm hoping it. There we go. Alright, so this is going to require a little bit more pressure than originally. So yeah, as I said, I could require a little bit additional pressure. Oh man. Oops, don't tell Mom. I need a little bit of surface here. There we go. Alright, thank you, Starlight. So we got this back in here. Yeah, so you can see, I mean, there's much more pressure on this. You want to make sure it's flush on the top and the bottom. Next thing you know, we're gonna put it all back together. So the extractor, make sure it's facing to the right, unless you have a left-handed rifle, which are out there. And remember, you want to run everything pretty wet, so I'm gonna have to take this apart later and lube everything up a little bit more, because it's a little bit too dry right now. So alright, got this bolt handle out. Clear. Test fire. Alright, back together. I'm gonna probably put a couple of boxes through it with this configuration and see how she runs. But Karri's Guns, my hat's off to you. Great kit for a very, very reasonable price. And if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and of course, support the NRA. Thanks and have a good night.